2011, I started a little experiment with our parish, which I later dubbed the Bible Challenge. It was an invitation to members of our church and friends beyond to read the entire Bible in the course of a year. I was astounded that instead of 5 or 6 accepting my invitation, so many started to accept that I extended more and more invitations until over 180 members of our church and more than 90 friends and folks I know around the country joined in. It was a kind of a mass movement that started because there was such a deep need and interest in so many people's lives to read the great book or the good book once in their lifetime and get to know it better. So it was a simple idea that took off. After a short while, I sensed God nudging me to share this Bible challenge with other folks, and so I started to extend it to some other colleagues and suggest they might find a similar interest in their own parish, and lo and behold, they did. Today, 3 years later, over 250,000 people in more than 2,500 churches and over 40 countries are participating in the Bible Challenge. It's taken off across the Episcopal Church and around the Anglican Communion. And we invite you and your friends or your parish or your diocese to join in with us. Everything we offer is free, and we hope that you will grow in your love of the Lord by participating in a journey that will change your life. There are a lot of ways to go about the Bible Challenge. One is to read through the whole Bible in the course of a year. Another way is to take on a smaller challenge, such as to read the New Testament, the Psalms, and the Proverbs in a year. That's a little more manageable for people who want to tackle one chapter of the Bible every day rather than 3 chapters of the Old Testament, a Psalm, and a chapter of the New Testament. There are also smaller ways to go about the Bible Challenge, such as reading A Journey with Matthew, the 50-Day Bible Challenge. Each year, the Center for Biblical Studies and I are going to be partnering with Forward Movement Publications to produce 2 new versions of the 50-Day Bible Challenge. They'll either cover a particular book of the Bible or a thematic topic, such as the Social Justice and Poverty Bible Challenge, which we'll be launching in January of 2015. We recommend them to you. They're a nice way to read through one of the books of the Bible or a consistent theme in the Bible with reflections written by scholars, priests, and laypersons of about 250 words and 1 or 2 questions and a prayer to accompany each day's read. To accompany the Bible Challenge, we have some resources which you might want to purchase that will help you as an individual or your parish or your entire diocese. The first thing we did is we put together a book called the Bible Challenge, which I edited, and invited 102 colleagues from around the world to join me. Each of them wrote a 250-word meditation for each of the days to accompany the 3 readings, the lesson from the Old Testament, the Psalm, and the lesson from the Gospel or the New Testament. They also wrote 1 or 2 questions to accompany the readings and a concluding prayer for the day. We were blessed to have people like Archbishop Justin Welby, who's the Archbishop of Canterbury, write for us, as well as the Archbishop of South Africa, the Archbishop of Wales, the Archbishop of Southeast Asia, and the Secretary General of Mexico. We had theologians from Tanzania and Kenya and New Zealand, and great biblical scholars like Walter Brueggemann joined in as well as seminary deans and parish priests. It was a great way to let people from around the globe reflect on the world's most important religious text. We hope you'll consider purchasing a copy as you read through the Bible, and it'll accompany you on your journey in the Bible Challenge.